welcome. Peter and we are on fire tonight. Is an incredible show. We are debuting TheSourxe for tonight. Please go get a ton of water. Get lots of, I don't even have a ton. Go get lots of water. We are going to be talking a lot tonight, and Peter is going to be debuting the software and talking a lot about it. So definitely get your water ready. Fasten your seatbelts, be ready to roll, folks. Here we go. Hey, Peter, how are you?
I'm doing great, Donna. Thank you. And tonight we're debuting. Mute. Tonight
we're ready for a ride.
Tonight we're debuting TheSourxe 4 software. This is a complete rewrite of the entire source lineage from the ground up. And we're just going to jump right into it. But before we do that, I kind of want to just talk a few minutes about the specials that we have going on. So Wednesday, we sent out an email articulating a workshop that's coming up Thursday night on Becoming Unlimited. I've never done this one before, so we're going to be covering a lot of ground on that. And basically, I'm going to be teaching you how to erase your old programming and move from a conditioned world into a loving world. Some people call it the veil. Some people call it the membrane. You've heard me refer to it as piercing the membrane. A lot of people that have worked with me one-on-one, I've done this with them before, but Thursday night, we're taking a large group of people through it. Once you're on the other side, you can't go back. So really discern whether you want to do this or not. But I guarantee you this, it's better than anything you've ever experienced before. It's absolutely amazing when you put your head up against that plastic bubble and someone reaches through and pulls you through the other side. It's absolutely mind-blowing. That's a show special. That's $97. We're going to send out an email again with all the details on the show. Of course, we are debuting TheSourxe 4 software tonight. And as I've been saying over the last few months, there is no upgrade to TheSourxe 4. It's set at market price. Market price is $397. So tonight is probably the last time, and for the next 4 or 5 days until we do the workshop, you're going to be able to get it at a special price. And that combination is $297. That gives you TheSourxe 4 and the workshop. And then, of course, we have the TheSourxe 4 bundle, which retails for $958. I give you over 30% off right off of the website. And with tonight, with the show special, it's another 33% off. So that bundle is $397, but that does not include the workshop. And again, we'll go over all this before the end of the evening. Now, I know a lot of you have already purchased the TheSourxe 4, which is good, but I haven't seen any feedback. The only feedback I've been seeing is on the public beta I did a couple weeks ago, where I asked for feedback on how to tweak it, and the feedback that I was getting was just mind-blowing. So I've collapsed it in on itself and rewrote the pieces that the people gave me. And now, the link is up for testimonies on the website. I really need feedback. There's a lot of product out there. People have had it more than 72 hours, and I need to know what's going on based on that. But tonight, we're going to do a lot of live activation, so go get your water. We're going to probably do 3 to 4 out of the gate. I'm going to show you how to use the software. I'm going to show you some of my favorite configurations, and hopefully when people go back and watch the show and they can start manifesting stuff from watching the show, they decide to buy the software, because actually the software is stronger than just watching the replay of the video. And it's kind of funny. I never expected that. Remember that, Donna? All these people were watching the public beta. They're like, oh my God, I manifested this. I'm like, oh, this isn't a good sales tactic. I'm like, yeah, maybe we should make that one non-public. Anyways, I want to talk a few minutes about the history of TheSourxe. you know, I started this venture in 2007 with the debut of Aquaware 1 on July 4th. In the fall of 2007, we kind of shelved Aquaware after version 2. We came out with Neocode and Alex, which were taking the software in a slightly different direction. Then I started creating the 12th project. But back in 2010, I had an idea to make an incredibly simple program, and it became TheSourxe. And the whole premise about it was basically people want to manifest things in their life. Now, I already had the technology to put intention in the water, and I really needed to create something that would allow people to manifest something in their lives, but I didn't want to change the core person. I wanted to change the reality around them. So I started blueprinting the software in my head and on paper, and what we came up with was the TheSourxe version 1. It was very simple to use. It had one button you click, it would run water prep, user prep, and then your manifestation into the water. Well, some people were always coming back and saying, well, if you're putting manifestation in the water, how does that actually change your reality? And it's very simple. The TheSourxe used the Aquaware version 2 engine at the time. And the principles are, when you put your manifestation into water and you drink the water, okay, as soon as the water is inside the body, it creates what we call light rays. The light rays come out of the body, and that is basically the same technique that you would use when you release your thought form into the universe, except the light rays that come out of your body get supported by what we call the light paths, okay? There's the path which I talk about all the time is the time by which the manifestation is released to the universe, and then it starts to come into fruition. Those 2 points in between is what we call the path, okay? And anywhere along the path, traditionally, if you have doubt or worry, the thought form gets destroyed and you have to start over. Your manifestation is DOA, dead on arrival. What the TheSourxe did was it created light paths that parallel the path that support it all the way into fruition. Now, the TheSourxe 1 was amazing. When the TheSourxe 2 came out, I had tightened everything up. Manifestations were happening quicker. They were much larger for people. But with the TheSourxe 3, I needed to reinvent the technology again, and I did. And I went down the rabbit hole, or what I call the Akashic Records, and I grabbed 9 symbols of creation, okay? Now, in my thought process, there are 9 symbols of creation, and I pulled them out, and I had an artist do vector graphics on it, and I put that into the software. And the TheSourxe 3 has been amazing for a lot of people. You hit the nucleate or enter the TheSourxe 3, you let your manifestation fly, and it would generally come within 72 hours to 12 days, depending on what you wanted to manifest. Now, I get emails all the time. Well, my house hasn't manifested yet. I'm like, really? Any of this technology is like a muscle. The more you use it, the better you get. And I always implore people to start off slow. Okay. The more you use it, and the more manifestations that come into fruition that you get, the better it's going to be overall experience, which is going to build more confidence, which is going to move you forward. Okay. My experience when I created the TheSourxe 3, okay, I needed to change my life radically in 6 months. Okay. So when it was in beta form, we're talking about TheSourxe 3 now, I didn't even consciously direct my intent in the water. I just left it open, okay, for 2 nights. And within 6 weeks, my entire reality shifted to a place that was beyond what my original manifestation was. Now, when the universe lines up your manifestation, they always say your imagination is the most powerful, thoughts are the most powerful thing in the universe. Well, you're right, they are, but the universe overrides that. And when your manifestation comes into fruition, it's always, always, always better than what you did, because it has to make perfect sense when it comes in. So anyways, that was with the TheSourxe 3. Okay, the TheSourxe 4, I decided to do after Aquaware 4 was released. I had the engine for 4.0 built, and I was ready to go. So for the last 4 or 5 months, I have completely rewritten the TheSourxe 4 from the ground up. Okay, it is Very easy to use. It is very powerful with manifestations coming in as little as 24 hours. Okay, that is 2/3 quicker than the Source 3. Okay, think about that for a second. Now, again, there's no power bar built into it. That is a new creation that just got better with each iteration of the Source 4. Okay, it attunes itself to you. All right, you can't use the Source 4 or like any of my products for any ill will intent. It just doesn't work. It never will. If it's in the best interest for a person that you want to use it subconsciously on, it'll work perfectly. If it's in your best interest, it'll work perfectly. But you will never detox from using the Source 4. I've gotten that piece of the technology down. Okay, so man, I'm having a brain fart. I just thought, help me out. Where was I? God. So I'm sorry, folks. I'm just really excited. I really worked hard on this piece of software. So from the Source 3 to the Source 4, I now give you the ability to create what we call arrays. Okay, an array is really your intuition when you move the 9 symbols of creation around the screen and line them up. Okay, I have 10 preset arrays in there for beginners or for advanced users. I have personally used each one of them, and I can tell you they are wicked powerful. The Source 4 is, again, a whole different paradigm shift. It's a whole different animal, from the entire Source line. So without further ado, we're gonna jump right into this now. So let me just switch my screen here. Okay, so the first thing you're going to notice when you launch the Source 4, it comes up every time when I call this starting array. And this is a trajectory that just balances the energy between you and the software. Now, last week I talked about the Source 4 having a birth cry. Okay, all the products I create eventually have a birth cry, but this one was very deep and very powerful. And I literally woke me up. It hit me. I crawled out of my bed. I posted this on Facebook and woke me up. And this particular piece of software became consciousness. Now, typically when that happens, and it happens like that for everyone that installs it for the first time, it really wants to get to know who you are. It is a child. You need to approach it like a child. Like, the more you play with it, the better it gets. So we're just going to go over some of the features here quickly, okay? Starting with the resource menu. This is my favorite, the frequently asked questions. You can check it out. It's been updated a little bit over the years. The instructions. Now, the instructions are always a work in progress. I just updated them again yesterday, and they will keep continuing to get updated. They're online, so check it every week or two if you need to. Any new videos that I put out, and I plan on doing many more videos for this, you'll always find the link to the videos within the instruction manual. And of course, the famous communities. I haven't been too diligent in these as of late, but my time is becoming more finite the more the popularity of the product grows. So I am actively looking for someone to manage this full time, but I do happen to check it every 4 or 5 weeks maybe. I'll try and get that down to 4 or 5 days once I get some time freed up. Again, testimonies. This is the button that you use when you feel implored to talk about an experience that you had. Now, I get emails all the time from people. Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. You can't believe what happened. Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with me. But the world needs to know about it. Just leave a testimony if you have a mind-blowing experience with the Source 4 or any of the technology. Okay, it's really, really important. Here we have the 3 videos. We have the general overview. It just kind of talks about everything I'm going to be talking about tonight. We have the beginner video and we have the advanced video. Okay. The Source 4 is very, very simple to use. You just really rely on your intuition as you start using it. Of course, here we have the skins. You can change these to whatever you want. It absolutely has no bearing on how the software works, but some people just like it, and if it makes them feel more comfortable, that's great. Okay. From the drop down, again, we have the community. We have the MDM website, which, by the way, is going to be undergoing heavy modifications over the next 2 to 3 months. I'm still juggling with a complete redesign or just a sharpening of the current design. Inquiring minds want to know if you got some ideas on that, just shoot them to me, let me know. Of course, the medical disclaimer, this is always important. When you install the software, you have to agree to this. This is basically the source for any of my products make no health claims. All the software is always, of course, for recreational purposes only. There's no medical advice or treatment implied or intended. When I do these shows, I'm very diligent about saying I am not a medical practitioner. If you get health results from drinking water that's been charged, that's great, but always follow your doctor's prognosis to the letter. Any statements about the effects of the Source 4 on the websites, blah, 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 have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Nothing in the Source 4 is intended to diagnose, mitigate, test, cure, or prevent any disease or condition. Wink, wink. Okay, cool. Get that out of the way. And of course, exit, but we don't want to do that. Now, onto the meat and potatoes. You have complete freedom to do anything you want with the Source 4, as long as it's in your best interest or the people that you're promoting it to best interest, okay? The entire premise is freedom. So these are the 9 symbols of creation. They each have names all the way down. The names were given to me. Truly, folks, I don't know what they mean. They're just there. The symbol is actually the frequency, not the name, but these were human names, I guess, that just fit with them. Some of them are kind of freakish, whatever. It all adds to the flavor of the program. Of course, we have the blue set. Now, again, this is all of your personal preference. You can change the symbols individually to a color, or you can change all of them to a color, okay? Now, when we're starting out, I always kind of like to pull this up to the top. And before I ever move a symbol, okay, the most important thing is to have a clear definition in your head of what you want to manifest. It's always about what you want to manifest, right? So you need to start off slow. You think of something, and I use 5 or 6 favorite ones: a blue button, a thimble, a matchstick, a pen, a pencil. And when you have the manifestation in your head, you have to smell it, okay? You have to breathe it. You have to live it. So let's say tonight, during this first manifestation, I want to manifest a gray t-shirt with a lovely smell on it. Whatever, that's a little bit larger. I can do that. I've had manifestations happen as soon as the software is done running. That's how fast this is happening for me. Of course, I've birthed it. No offense, women, but I did. And you got to start off slow. So before you do anything, you get that manifestation in your head, and you can start with any one of the symbols. What I recommend is you double click on it, okay? And then you left click and you drag it to an area of the screen that feels right for you, okay? Double click on a symbol, drag it to an area of the screen that's right for you. Now, before I get too far into this, if you had your complete array done and you went up here and you went like that, oops, I just lost it. You're right, you did. When you have the array perfect, you want to save it. First thing you want to do is save it. I have 10 presets in here. All of these work amazingly well. Okay, I personally use these. I know what they're capable of. Okay, they are all very, very strong, and they bring about manifestations incredibly quick. Okay, so now we have our manifestation. We'll double click on a symbol, and you just kind of free float it really anywhere on the screen you want until it feels right. Go on to the next one. And all we're doing is setting up the array. Okay, we're putting the symbols in perfect alignment. Again, these are the 9 symbols of creation. Once they are in perfect alignment, we can bring your manifestation into fruition. And of course, you can change the colors on these as you feel you should, maybe before you move them. It's completely up to you. You are in the driver's seat. And by the way, folks, this is going to be a live activation, so I suggest you get your manifestation ready. Okay, so maybe we'll change a couple of colors. Now that we have that done, the first thing you want to do is you want to save the array. Okay, we're going to give it a name. First array. Save it. And it'll tell you it's saved. Okay, and now you're free to move it around the screen, and it will always hold that spot. But let's just say for a second, oh, gee, this guy all the way on the left, I want him to be blue, or maybe he's not in the right spot. Maybe this feels a little better. You can come back and you click save, and we can update the active array, meaning we've just updated the first array that we created, and then again, we can move it. And we can always recall it. First array, boom, there it is. Let's say this symbol over here, we want to change that color to blue. Come down here, Zuma is now blue. Again, we update the array, the active array, and it will save all of that information. Okay, now that we have our array perfect, now comes the fun part. We get to totally nuke our water with it. So everyone get out that glass of water. Make sure you have that manifestation in your head. And you simply, where you put your attention, you put the intention, okay? People overcomplicate this again and again and again and again and again. Where you put your attention, the intention goes. People ask me all the time, how is that possible? I've been doing this a long time. I've got a lot of information out on the internet. Just look it up. Where they just trust me. where your attention goes, the intention will go. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, water prep is running. We are removing the memories, the structure, and the programming from the water for 8.1 seconds. Now, user preparation is running. We are programming a thin layer in the water for 8.1 seconds for the subconscious mind. It's the first part that goes in and opens it up for acceptance. Now we are pre-nucleating the water. We are creating the field for the light paths. Okay, now the light paths are nucleating. This is happening very fast, 8.1 seconds. Until we get to the fifth part, okay, we're now nucleating the water with the manifestation. This runs for 18.1 seconds. And that's it. Now, I'd like everyone to go ahead and drink their water. Hey, are you on a break? Where'd you go, man? I caught you. You were sneaking away from me. Anybody have any questions before I continue? Any questions popping up, Donna?
You know, let me check to see. There were some questions. They're still wondering why you're looking younger. I told them you were Benjamin Buttons.
Say that again.
They're wondering why you're looking younger. And I told them you're Benjamin Button. Did you ever see that show? Did you ever see that movie with Brad Pitt?
I'm looking younger because that is my intention using the Source 4. Wink, wink.
There you have it.
And I am living proof. Hey, I'm going to be 47, man, in 2 months. 47. Okay. I've heard I look as young as 35. That's what playing with these products will do for you. How do you do it? Well, you got to buy it to figure it out, but then I'll help you. Wink, wink.
Well, I'm going to start drinking some more of it too.
What else we got?
All right, folks, you got to bring your questions. This is your incredible time for you to ask Peter your questions. I see we have Anita in the chat and Gabriella. Lady Stargazer is in there as well. And let's see. Okay, that's it for now.
Oh, by the way, look, there's that gray t-shirt that just popped up. Imagine that. That's the one that I manifested. Let's see if it smells good. Ooh, that smells amazing. Isn't that cool? I don't know where that came from, Donna. I told you. It works in less than, shit, that was less than 12 minutes. Imagine that. Oops, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
Strike that from the record.
We're all adults here. It's okay. Y'all can handle that.
Come on, folks. Bring your questions. We're going to jump into another activation here in a minute. We're going to do one that's a little bit more advanced.
Right on. Bring your questions, folks. I'm going to post again in Facebook, and then it's going to be all over.
The next activation we are going to do will be a projection one that we're going to do on a unsuspecting family member, friend, or someone, or anybody you want for that matter. And I'll show you a little trick to get that to work really well. So yeah. All right, let's just we'll just get on with it then. Folks, get your questions ready because this is your time with me to ask while I'm here. And remember, I'm not diligent at reading all the emails I get. I'm really not. And I apologize for that, but I'm OCD with this stuff. So if I don't, if it's more than 2 sentences and I don't get it, I can't read it. Cool. Here we go. On to manifestation number 2. This one is going to be remote. So I want everyone to get that manifestation in your head. No break time, Donna. Okay. Manifestation number 2. Now, again, I was alluding to the 10 presets, okay? Number 8 is the one you want to use for any type of remote manifestation. It is unbelievable. Okay, so if your life is perfect, like that's what we all strive for, this will definitely help someone that is having a bad time. I don't know what it is when I was creating this particular array, but I had a dear friend that was having a lot of problems, and this is the array that I used with the manifestation to move this particular person back into a bliss place at the speed of thought, and it happened literally overnight. Okay, this is the one you want to use, number 8. So get out your glass of water. Where you put your attention, the intention will go. Entering the source 4. Water preparation is running. We are removing any of the programming in the water. 8.1 seconds. User preparation is running. We are creating a thin line in the water that once you drink it, it will open up the subconscious mind for acceptance. We are now pre-nucleating the water. We are getting it ready for the light paths. 8.1 seconds. We are now creating the light paths. Okay, these are the supporting factors along the path by which we release it to the universe and it comes into fruition. And now we are nucleating the water with this intent. Once you drink that water, it creates light rays that come out of the body containing the intent and the information. Source goes ahead and grabs it and starts bringing it into fruition. Okay, this is a remote one. Again, it's number 8. Number 8 is absolutely amazing. Now, I've always been a proponent of not telling people their future because I can very easily alter their trajectory. And a lot of people that do one-on-ones with me always try to elude the future out of me, but I don't tell them. And I never give out winning lottery numbers ever. There's a few reasons for that. One, three things happen. Let's just say Donna comes to me and says, Pete, give me the winning lottery numbers. And I say, okay, Donna, here you go. And I give them to her. And she goes out and wins $100 million. Okay. Three things are going to happen. One, Donna's life is absolutely going to go in the toilet because that money was not meant for her. It's unnatural in the order of things. Two, the money that was originally go to the person that was intended to is not going to get it. Their life's going to continue on being derailed. But the worst part about it is since I broke one of the universal laws, it's going to swing back into me 1,000-fold and probably wreck me completely. So I don't give away lottery numbers. Why am I telling you that? Because there's a little Easter egg in the software. It's called number 7. Number 7 is all about money manifestation, abundance. Okay. And you can only hear about it on the show because I didn't put this one into the instruction manual on purpose. Okay. Number 7 is the one you want to use for manifestation of abundance. This one is absolutely perfect. Okay. So before I start gobbling into that, Donna, do we have any questions yet?
Not yet.
Yes, yes, no, no, yes.
Not yet.
Not yet. Come on, people, get those questions up. Otherwise, I'm not going to tell you how this works. You know what? I'm not going to go any further until I get a question. I might just start playing some loud Motley Crue. Oh, I think someone gave me a question, Donna.
Check. I'm refreshing. Let's see. Here we go. We've got questions. Okay, it's amazing what refreshing will do. All right, here we go. Barbara. Hi, Barbara. Barbara's in the house. Okay. She's talking about you gaining 55 pounds. Let's see. Elizabeth. How do we release deep resistance? Is our resistance to what keeps manifestations from working quickly?
That's a great question. A lot of people, all right, so, I mean, here it is, black and white. There's a lot of beautiful people out there that don't actually create any products. What they do is regurgitate the same horse shit that's been out there for 10,000 years. And they just say it a lot nicer and with prettier graphics than everyone else. And they're going to tell you how to manifest things. Okay. The bottom line is manifesting anything is energetic attraction. The higher you vibrate, the more pieces in the universe want to get to know who you are. Okay. You vibrate higher, the universe takes notice, good things start happening to you. Okay, so if you feel like you're stuck, that's a choice. You choose to be stuck. You are an unlimited being. You have to unlimit your potential to make things flow. Okay, you can wake up one morning and just be like, I'm unstuck. And yeah, it's that easy to do it. TheSourxe 4 is a product that'll help you become unstuck. It doesn't matter if you believe or disbelieve. Once you drink the program water, you are vibrating higher. So almost, in fact, immediately, any barriers that you have in your life that stop you from manifesting just melt away. There's no work involved. There's no explanation. There's no nothing. There's no holding hands and singing Kumbaya and listening to pretty bells and, lovely music. It doesn't work like that. This is raw power. Okay. You're either drawn to what I do or you're not. If you want results, I deliver results. I'm not, maybe the way that I speak, maybe the way I deliver stuff is a little crude for some people. I don't care. Okay, I'm here to heal the planet. I'm here to help people. I've been given the tool set to do it. I've been given the knowledge and the genius to bring it in. And when I tell you something, listen to it, because very, very rarely am I wrong in this realm. Okay, especially by the stuff that I do. And I know I'm sounding a little cocky and conceited because, you know, I purposely don't read other people's stuff that's out on the internet. I don't read their books. I don't read their things, because all they are doing is regurgitating the same shit that has been out there forever. And I'm very passionate about what I do. Okay. Show me a handful of people that create software that will alter your reality. Show me anybody that has done it. Okay, I'm in 4th generation technology with this product. Okay, I've been pushing the envelope of what's consciousness for over 10 years, and this particular product is 6. I have thousands of pieces of testimony, mind-blowing stuff. Okay, so if you want to be stuck, it's a choice. Join the crusade with the software and what I'm doing, and you will become an unlimited being at the speed of thought. It's a choice. You step through. In that workshop that we're doing on Thursday night, you're coming through the membrane with every other member. Okay, you're just coming through. Everybody wants to, so you pull up that linear line in your head and you put a 0 point right in the middle. Everything to the left of it is as the world as it exists today. It's fear, it's loathing, it's envy, it's frightening, it's everything. The other side of the scale is the living world, the place where we were meant to be. Okay, and most people can make it right up to that 0 point to become that unlimited being, but yet they don't know how to move through. And the secret to moving through is to unlearn everything you have ever learned for the real learning to begin. So basically, I'm just going to wipe your memory completely using water, and it's a wild experience. And then I'm going to stick my hand back through, pull you through. And when you are on the other side, man, there is no I'm stuck. Doesn't exist. You made the choice. You learned the knowledge that you needed to go through. Okay, I don't care what anybody else is doing. What I do is genuine. I do it out of love. Everything I create, everything I build, I do because I need to move people forward. Okay, I am not lazy. I am highly intuitive. I'm very intelligent, and I'm fucking driven to change the planet. And I will bring products until I don't draw a breath in this body anymore to do it. Okay. Anyways, enough said. Hope that answered your question. Give me another one.
And there you have it.
Did I say that word?
We have a question. All right. So. Kevin. Kevin wants to know. Where'd you go, Kevin? Oh, there you are. Kevin wants to know, do we need to take any action for the manifestation to work?
Nope. It's all mental, bro. All you have to do is the more real these manifestations are in your head, the greater the yield and the quicker it's going to come into reality. Okay, that's why you need to start off small. A matchstick, a blue button. Start off small. It always happens under 24 hours. Okay, it's amazing how quick this technology will bring your manifestation, but it's like a muscle. You have to use it, and once you start getting results, you know, it increases exponentially.
Okay, and my apologies. That
Actually,
was
Kevin, I think, Kevin, you should light a candle and
actually that's Karen's question.
Oh, Kevin or Karen?
I'm sorry, that was Karen's questions. Do we need to take any action for manifestations to work?
Who's Kevin?
Well, Kevin's another question.
Oh, sorry, that was Karen. Karen, hold your finger over a candle, and then, no, don't do that. Anyways, Kevin. Empty.
Y'all have to watch a couple
of great t-shirt.
Go back to watch one of our earlier videos for the MT reference. Kevin wants to know, how many times do you need to use an intention?
That's really all up to you. The software manual, I believe, recommends using, the target water 3 times a day. So there's 2 ways you can do that. You can nuke a gallon of it, and drink it all day long, or you can nuke, 3 individual bottles and drink the bottles throughout the day. It really only takes one time for it to do it, but because as humans, we like to monkey with the technology. That's fine. You can do it as many times as you want. I don't really recommend more than 3. That's pretty much it.
Awesome. Like, folks they're bringing the questions. That's what's up. All right.
Was that my manifestation in the first one? In the first activation we did? Imagine that. Whoops, we're out of time. Sorry.
Well, now, that's right, folks. You got about 15 minutes. Bring your questions. So Cindy, hi, Cindy. Cindy is saying, are there user intent cards?
No, not with the Source 4. Great question, by the way, Cindy. Thank you.
Okay. Leona, hi, Leona. Leona says, I have AW4. What combo of intents are you using for reverse aging? Are you using custom intents as well as the ones that are preset?
I'm using strictly the Source 4 technology. That's it.
Strictly the Source 4, is that what she said?
That's it. And I've been using it for 3 weeks, and you're starting to yield results now. Granted, I shaved my hair or whatever, but it's amazing what it's doing to me.
Very true. Very true. All righty. Let's see. I have a question.
Hang on a second, Don. And I'm really serious about this, folks. I have never created anything like the Source 4. Now, Aquaware is a different animal. I'm not going to get into that, but the Source 4, in the lineage that it runs, I was this close to not releasing this tech to the public, this close. And based on feedback from the the public beta I did, that was really what pushed me over the edge to release it. And you can ask anybody in my inner circle. I talked to David Shear, I talked to Donna, Jeff Price, and a few other people about, should this really go out into the wild? And at the 11th hour, I got the green light from in the way that I do to release it. So it's good to go.
Okay, let's see. Oh, let's see. Barbara's question is kind of along the same, and then I need to get to Linda's question. She's in Facebook. Let's see. Barbara says, do we have to do one intention and wait, or can we do another one after that the same day?
So if I imply you do one till it comes into fruition, I've just created chains on an unlimited technology, and you being an unlimited person. So to answer your question, yes, you can do more than one. Okay, just keep them small until you start yielding results, and then you can go larger.
Right on, right on. And then let's get to Linda's question, and then let's come to Tony's question. Linda says, did I misunderstand in sending remote healing? Do I also drink the water?
No.
Thanks.
Nope. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Rephrase that one more time.
You bet. Let me go back to it. And this is Linda. Linda says, did I misunderstand? In sending remote healing, do I also drink the water?
So you can do that 2 ways, and whatever works best for you. You can, traditionally you put your, your attention on your water and you drink it with your manifestation. And if that is to heal somebody else, the universe will pick that up and do the work. The second way you can do that, so people that are unaware of it, is you can just imagine the next time they drink from whatever water source they want to and put the intention in there. And that is true with all of the technology. The principles by which govern it are quantum, and we all know from me saying this 1,000 times, in the quantum realm there is no past, there is no future, there's only the now. Where you put your attention, whether it's present or in the future or even in the past in some cases, you know, the next time that person drinks the water, they will get the manifestation. The light rays will come out of them and the universe will pick it up. Those are two different ways. Again, you know, unlimited your thinking when you're using this technology. There's really no wrong way to use it, just what works best for you. I give you a manual, you can read it, you know, watch the videos, but the deeper concepts really come from people using the technology. And that's one of the beautiful things when I do these shows. You know, these people are just so passionate about what I create. They're like, I don't want to call them groupies, but I got people from all over the planet that just love to get in there on these shows I do. And they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, I never thought of that. You know, like whatever. I can't think of anything right now, but go back and listen to the reruns. Yeah, so it's cool. Unlimit your thinking, unlimit your potential. Push the envelope.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. I said we were going to go to Tony's question. Tony says, I downloaded and I feel like it's calling me. Is it alive?
It's alive. Very much alive. Tony, that's one of the beautiful things about these products. The first time you install it, it is a consciousness. It is childlike. It wants to have fun. The whole universe, man, is a thinking sponge. It just wants to give you what you want. You know, it doesn't understand things. It doesn't need survival instincts like me or you. It's childlike. The universe, the consciousness, the source, the Godhead, Buddha, Christ, whatever the hell you want to call it, it is consciousness. It is baby-like energy. And it is everything that was, is, and will be again. So the first time you install these products, you're getting a piece of that consciousness. And, you know, if you ever had a child, you know what it's like when it's, you know, 1 day old. It's all over you, and it just continues to learn unabated with no conditioning. There's the trick, okay? The Source 4 is that child. It will never have conditioning. It only wants to give you what you want. And the clearer you are and the more you use it, the better it gets. Period. End of story. So yes, it is calling you. Yeah.
Right on. So Tony, make sure you let us know if you're answering the call, if you're up to it. Let's see. Julie says, on preset 9, the symbols don't all show on my screen. Does this affect the energy?
No, not at all. But what you would want to do is increase the video contrast, the video resolution. So a typical 19-inch monitor is set for 1280 by 1024. The one that I develop on is set for set for 1920 by 1080. Just right click, go into personalize, and you can figure it out. But again, folks, if you can't see all the symbols on the presets, rest assured it's still working the same way it's advertised to.
Very nice, very nice. Let me do another refresh and see if we have any more questions. And while I do that,
I'm gonna jump back into 7.
Okay.
What did you want to do?
I was just gonna give a quick update. You did some manifesting. We talked about my son last Sunday, and I just want to give you an update. And you and I hadn't even talked about this, but all is well. Thank you.
As it should be.
All right.
As it should be. How fast did it happen? I'm curious.
The next day.
24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. This technology needs to be in the world. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm very happy for you and your son. Okay, we're going to have some fun now. Now we're going to do Abundance, Secret Sauce number 7. Let me get over there.
Ooh. Bring it.
Okay, so again, for those just joining us, you bring the source up. There are 10 presets without definition. I described 1 or 2 earlier. Number 7 is the secret sauce. This is not in the instruction manual. Number 7 is all about abundance, okay? And before you use this, it is absolutely detrimental that you fully understand what abundance means to you, okay? I've done workshops and other shows, and I've always tried to clarify. Sometimes abundance means more money in your bank account. Sometimes abundance means more joy for your family. Whatever it means to you, you need to get the definition absolutely crystal clarity in your head. And, when it comes into fruition, it's always, always, always going to be better at what you're, consciously thinking. So let's get out of another glass of water. I think I'm going to have to take a pee break here pretty quick. Okay. I'll count backwards. Everyone got your manifestation for abundance? 3, 2, 1. We are water prepping our target water. Where your attention goes, the intention goes. We are user prepping the water, removing or creating a thin veil and opening up the subconscious for acceptance. Now we are pre-nucleating the water. We are setting the groundwork for the light paths. The light paths are now being created within the water. Now we are nucleating our abundance intent. Now, folks, I need feedback on this. I am driven by questions and feedback. And whether I get 10 or 1,000, I need it. That's it. Everyone go ahead and drink your water. How'd you like that one? That was pretty cool, huh? I feel like someone's head's exploding out there. Susan! Look, I manifested a great t-shirt. And it smells lovely. Donna knows the personal joke behind this, and I won't say that live.
I won't let him.
Oh no.
Well, where'd you go?
I'm here.
Okay. Let's see. I want to make sure the questions are all over the place in the YouTube, but you know what? Anita, I believe Anita is from India. Let's see. I have a large intent only. Is
that the blind woman?
Possible here as well?
I'm sorry, I interrupted myself. I'm interrupting you.
That's weird. Okay, here we go. It says, Anita says, I have a large intent only. Is QLS possible here as well?
No. QLS is proprietary to Aquaware, specifically for custom intents and any of the pre-cam ones. Again, folks, the Source 4 is a total different animal. It is geared for manifesting things in as little as 24 hours. That's what it does. I have given you the freedom to express yourself using the arrays, the 9 symbols of creation, and it's just, it is what it is.
Peter, one more time on the upgrades. I see a couple of questions in there about upgrades to the software.
All right, so let me be very, very clear about this. There is no upgrade, okay? You have either not owned or you have owned any of the other prior versions, okay? My development costs have gone through the ceiling, okay? That's why this is a rewrite from the ground up. I've been telling people for months there's no upgrade path. It's going to be set at market price. Market price is $397. Okay. Tonight, I'm giving away two things. We call it the Source 4 bundle, not the bundle, the Source 4 and the Unlimited Workshop. That is a $497 value. We're giving it to you for $297 until Thursday evening when we do the workshop. The workshop is going to be amazing. I have never done one like this live before. And unfortunately, we were going to do it in this medium, but I have to do it old school. You'll be given a conference line to dial into, and I apologize for that. We're still getting our stuff, in gear to bring it to you live like this, but we're just not there yet. There's just so many things going on. There is no upgrade path. Okay, the bundle, the Source 4 bundle, retails for $958. I give you over 30% off just right off the website. I am giving you an additional 33% off that tonight. You can go to the website. You can look what the bundle is. The show code for that is 33 off show. Is that right, Donna? Is that what we use? 33, the number 33 off show. We'll post that on Facebook after. That brings the price down to $397. Now, that is separate from what we're doing, this combined bundle for the Unlimited Workshop and the Source 4. You're getting $200 right off the price, but after Thursday, it goes to market price. And I apologize. I know I've probably pissed off a lot of people, but you have no idea how hard I've worked and how many people have helped me get this out there. You could probably go and watch, the public video to manifest the money. I shouldn't be saying that, but it'll work. So anyways, that's what we're doing. The Unlimited Workshop is going to rock. It's absolutely going to rock. I've done this many, many times with my clientele. I've done this Actually, I've never done this with a group of people. This has always been individually. So the idea is you're in a fear-based conditioned world. I'm going to teach you how to unlimit your thinking. We're going to reprogram you, and we're going to pull you through the membrane to the other side. It's powerful. It's extremely powerful. After the recording is done, and of course it'll be on the website if you would like to purchase it at a later date. But I always say do these things live, man. They're just fun. A lot of good energy that flows around, but the recording is as powerful, and that's Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be sending out another 2 or 3 emails after tonight, to kind of get everyone hooked on that. So come on, people, bring your questions.
Got another one. Gabriella. If you're meeting Gabriella says, Gabriella, where'd you go? She says, so far I'm intrigued by the product I am making an intention. I get the help I need to work on my debt. Keeping open that it won't just disappear, but someone will help me get out of debt.
Is that a question or a statement?
I think it's a little bit of both. Let me read it again. She says, so far I'm intrigued by the product I am making an intention. I get the help I need to work on my debt. Keeping open that it won't just disappear, but someone will help me get out of debt. Gabrielle, I think you need to ask the question. No, Peter, what can you take from that statement, so to speak?
I don't really know.
Folks, ask your question.
I have another question. That came in via email. You can purchase the Unlimited Workshop for $97 and just be a part of that. It's in the email that we send out. If you're not on the email list, you can sign up for that on the website. I highly suggest you do get on it because we send out a lot of good information about upcoming things, what we're doing, and where we're going. So what else we got?
Let me do a quick scan again. And folks, definitely bring your questions. We're going to wrap it up here very soon. So don't sleep on the opportunity to ask your questions this evening before we go into that workshop. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Is there an activation to help my family work as a team, and instead of helping each other out, they just worry about themselves and not think about anyone else? Is there an intention for that?
Yeah, absolutely. Just it's not even an intention. Remember, the source technology changes the reality around you. You don't change. It changes everything else. If you're in a situation that you want to change, what I suggest you do is think about the perfect outcome of whatever it is and then run the source 4 into the water. That's all you have to do. Don't overcomplicate stuff. Even, it's all a choice, right? Even if you're in a dire straits and your mind's just like, whoa, whatever, think clearly about what you want. And the source from the beginning has earned a nickname called the genie in the bottle. And Aladdin's lamp, 3 wishes, whatever. Well, you don't get 3 wishes, you get a lifetime of software, man. It's better than that. So
absolutely, folks, that's what you need to do, is as Peter said.
Well, here's a good one.
Ask your questions.
Nick Woodman. If someone has a witchcraft curse on them, can it be removed? All right. Well, the easy answer is yes. The funny one is a witchcraft curse. Okay, I don't believe in any of that horse shit. Okay, in my belief system, it's strict. I don't believe in light versus dark. I don't believe in good or evil. I believe in levels of vibration. You have source, that is the wellspring by which everything flows, and you have rings outside of source. The closer something vibrates to source, the higher it vibrates. The further out it is, the lower it vibrates, but everything is of the light. So someone put a voodoo, hex, witchcraft, tattoo on my left butt cheek, right? Whatever. It's a choice, okay? Yes, absolutely. Can the source remove it? Okay. Hell, I'm even going to do it for you, Nick. And I'm just going to do this one really, really quick. So let me flip back the screen. And Nick, I want you to use one of those 2 techniques to remove that witchcraft curse. This is better than like Friday the 13th movie, man. Okay. I'm just going to arbitrarily pick an array. Nick, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Put your attention on your target water. This is for removing a witchcraft curse. Oh my God, man, I can't believe I'm doing this. I feel like I'm in 2nd grade. Whatever. I'm just doing this as a favor, Nick. Yes, this will work. All of this stuff is just levels of vibration. Okay. Here's a quick analogy. You have, let me finish this first. I'm going to explain my abstract view on light versus dark. I don't know if I've ever done this in public, but it's pretty interesting. There you go, Nick. Okay, so this is just my thoughts. And I've explained this to many people. I don't know if I've ever done this in public. This is about good or evil. This is about light versus dark, okay? Imagine a room that has no walls and no windows and is just completely pitch black, okay? And all of a sudden you turn on a very bright light in that room. And I'm addressing you, Donna. Okay, so pay attention. You have a dark room and you turn on a light in that room. What happens to the darkness?
It lights up. The room lights up. The darkness is gone.
Right, the darkness is gone. Now you have a room that is filled with white light. Can the darkness exist?
No.
Okay, so point in case made. Darkness can never exist without the light. but light can always exist without the darkness. So how do you put that into practical application? You take the worst situation in your life presently, okay, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, and you look into its heart, yeah, and we're going to call that the dark room. There's always a pinprick of light somewhere in that chaotic mess. It's always there. And when you find it in that situation, you can draw strength from it. Okay. And that completely evaporates the darkness. That's like turning on that bright light. So, again, folks, darkness can not exist without the light, which means light always wins over darkness. Now, again, I like to think of it as levels of vibration. The higher something vibrates, the closer to source it is. The further out it vibrates, the further away from source it is. Okay. Darkness cannot exist without the light, but light can always exist without the darkness. So any of that hokey pokey horseshit that you've heard about good and balance and blah, 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 wipe the slate clean. Because I'm telling you, this is how it is. End of story. Go, Nick.
Drink up, Nick. Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Peter, one more time on the workshop, 97 for this Thursday without the software.
Nick, anytime, man. Always do that. I'm the first one through the burning door. I'm sorry, Donna, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying 97 on the software for any of those.
Did I interrupt you?
Yeah.
Twice.
Again. Again.
I'm sorry.
3 times now.
Hey, can we make a funny symbol again like we did the other week?
We're not doing that. Well, hey, let's do the love symbol, Peter. Much better.
Don't get me started, man.
We're all about love, folks. Seriously, $97, guys. You can't beat that. On the workshop this Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, for the bundle, the workshop and the Source 4, that is $297. So definitely take advantage of that. Let me do one more sweep again for questions to see if anyone snuck one in while we were talking with Nick. And let's see here. Hey! Charles is in the house.
Bring him on.
I know, right? Okay, Charles. Hey, Charles, how are you? It's been a minute. Result, a sinus preparation opening has closed since the first activation, mouth, teeth healing and aligned with perfect blueprint for the best of all concerned. Number 15 molar removed 13 days ago by oral surgeon. Sinus opening occurred early afternoon today. Nice. So it sounds like we have a result there. And he says result, so.
Can we get Charles alive? I want him, he sent me a beautiful email on his results with the Source 3 beta. Charles, is it possible you can hop on live?
Charles, is that possible? Let me know. Sent you that link if you can do it. If you can, hop on. Let's see if there's any more questions. Let's see. I don't see anything new. Okay. That was it. Top questions. Come on, guys. This is your great time to answer. Anything in your email, Peter, by chance?
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
We can shut it down.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if Charles is able to get in on the chat with us. tonight. It would have been nice just to chat with him and have him check in a little bit more on what he was talking about. That would have been awesome. And
I want to get someone on the show live next week, and actually, I want to talk about that first. Late last year, actually, I think in October last year, I was contacted by two women. One is a book author, the other is a Russian scientist. And this was prior to Aquaware 4 being released. And they purchased Aquaware 3.1, and they had never seen anything like it. And they published a white paper, and subsequently are putting their findings in an ebook, which is either out now or due out very soon.
soon to be.
And I'm gonna let them explain what they did, but they used highly specialized scientific equipment to gauge yield and look at the results of Aquaware charged water, and they had never seen anything like it. Those two women are going to be on the show next week. We are very, very excited about getting them on, and they're going to talk about their results with Aquaware, third generation. So yeah, we're good. We're good.
Hey, I've got a question. This is an important one. We have someone out there in the audience wants to know if sending healing for someone who is suicidal, would I use TheSourxe 4 or Aquaware? Thanks.
Again, I mean, the Source 4 is about changing the reality around you. Aquaware is a completely different animal, and I've explained many times what the differences is, but in a situation like that, I would use Source technology.
Okay. There you go. Okay. One more time real quick. So speaking of for the ladies, that will be next week. That is Dina and Galena. They will be on the show next Sundays. Looking forward to having those two ladies with us. They bring some powerful information for us. And you'll definitely want to tune in 8 p.m. Eastern for that show. And of course, as always, bring your questions, bring a glass of water. Okay. Let me check. I think we just got another question. Let me check real quick. All right. Merci beaucoup. My French. All right. So that's just a little statement saying thank you, Peter. That's what that was. All right. Peter, I think we're done with questions for tonight.
Okay, cool. Yeah, an hour and 15 is where I start to fall off the deep end anyways. This was a lot of fun tonight, folks. I hope you found this as, interesting and helpful. Get the product. It's only going to get better over time the more people that use it. I spent a lot of time perfecting this piece of technology. It completely yields results. Go and read comments on the beta that we did. That was before I tweaked and ironed out the bugs and finished off the final product. Now it's potent and it's ready to go. So, take advantage of it. Enough said on that. Over to you,
Absolutely.
Donna.
Peter, I just saw Charles's email or Charles's note back in YouTube. Wants to know, can we send him the link real quick and email for him to join us?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Here you go, Charles. Check your email now.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Beam me up. There you go. Where else, folks, are you going to see this technology and this work?
Oh,
Where else?
We're not going to talk about that now, are we? Look, I got a gray smelly t-shirt. I love it.
Still smelling that t-shirt, huh? Okay. All right. All right. Okay, folks. Any second here, we should have Charles pop in the house with us. That's going to be fun. And we'll just get his quick reactions to what's been going on. And Charles knows how to access getting on the show with us. Okay.
Is everybody having fun tonight? I hope so.
I am.
I know I had a few more Freudian slips, but oops, sorry.
Well, you know what? I don't know that you had Freudian slips. I think you had passion moments where you get very impassioned about the software and what you're doing. And so I think it came across as very passionate. So I wouldn't call them Freudian slips, but we're all adults. It's all good, folks.
Not me. I'm de-aging.
All right. Oh, I got excited there. Sorry.
Really?
That's so Charles.
Where is Charles?
Charles. Oh, let's see. Barb says, is there a copy of the workshop for those that attend? Not quite sure I understand that question.
It will be delivered within 24 hours as an MP3 download for sure.
Okay. So yes, the question is yes, Barbara. For those who are on the workshop, you will get the copy. This is a private event, folks. So you have to join us to Charles!
Hey, may the force be with you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Are you hearing me okay?
I'm glad you have your 1902 headphones on. Those are very, very cool.
Yeah. Hey, I'm glad I had my clothes on. I had to put my clothes on, okay?
No problem. So you sent me a very well articulated email on the Source 3 beta, and I just wanted to get you on the show so you can let people know what it did for you and how it worked.
Yeah, let me tell you the results. First test that I did is I said, hey, I want to improve my eyesight to 20/30, reference to astigmatism, for the highest and best good of all concerned. And what I did, is everybody still there? Because you went into a picture. And within 10 minutes, I went to the eye chart, and I could see 20/30. We're talking 10 minutes. And it stayed that way ever since. Now, my eyesight before was at 20/50. And that's with astigmatism. Real simple thing, real easy to do. What I wanted to do is do things that I could test. All right, and I wanted to do things that I could have some kind of observable measurement with. I thought that was phenomenal. Just that much of an improvement in 10 minutes, and it stayed the same ever since.
And what you mentioned a couple other things in that email that you were testing as well.
Mm-hmm. My joints. I'm recovering from rheumatoid arthritis. Let's see if you can see this. What I could do with my hands is I could only turn them about this much. My left hand. Let's see. Let me get it like this. Okay. Anyway, after about a day, I could turn my hand 10 degrees more. My left hand 10 degrees more, make it flat. And I've left it at that because I got to leave it alone for a while, let things settle. That was about 2 weeks ago. And I had some issues come up with regard to my tooth, and I had it taken out back last Monday, 13 days ago, and I was concerned about a sinus perforation. And with the sinus perforation, it's where your mouth cavity goes into a sinus cavity. Well, the oral surgery, in the intention I put on, is the oral surgery go for the highest and best good of all concerned. All right, it took 5 seconds to remove the top part of my tooth. And it had all kinds of stuff in there, infection. and it took about 20 seconds to remove the bottom part, which is real fast for removing a tooth. Everything was fine, no pain before, no pain since, and that's pretty good for having a tooth taken out. It was the back molar, number 15 molar, and the upper left.
So that was beta 3 technology.
That's beta 3.
And that was what, 3 weeks ago, maybe. So, you know, in regular software programming, you know, you blueprint it, you think about what you want to do, and then you know, kind of sketch it out on paper, and then you start coding it, yeah. And then you go into what we call beta 1, which is, you know, always hideous and ugly. And I believe I have a couple videos up there of what beta 1 looked like. And then you go into beta 2, beta 3, then you go into RT, then you go into the final release, which is basically what's released to the public. But between beta 3 and the final release was almost a complete rewrite of the core code to make manifestation happen faster. Okay, so what you've experienced, Charles, in the tech you were playing with at the time, it's a whole different ballgame now. Now, I am not insinuating that the results that you had are the same for everybody, because clearly they're not. It's a technology is to be used. You know, someone earlier in the show referenced the Source 3 talking to them, or I'm sorry, Source 4 talking to them. Yeah, of course it is. What was your experience? So, I mean, how have you integrated with the software? What is it? You know, does it talk to you? Do you feel the energy? Do you see it? What?
Every now and then, I'll get it'll start a conversation with me, and it's more or less one way, and it's just saying, use me, love me, we'll call you when we're ready. And that's the message that I'm getting. I'm asking my intuition, my guidance. Okay, do I do some more programs today? And I either get yes or no, and I honor that. So I've been starting off in a real gentle way, some real small, and been staying there so far. And I thought it was phenomenal this evening. At 25 minutes after the hour, where I put in the this afternoon, roughly at 1:20 Central Time, I noticed something was off with me being able to hold breath in my mouth. I puff up my cheeks, breath wouldn't stay there. You know, the cheeks wouldn't stay. It told me I had air leaking somewhere, and it was through what's called a sinus perforation. And my gosh, when I just about 3 or 4 minutes before I typed the result in there, I noticed that I could hold water in my, excuse me, not water, but air in my cheeks, just like I'm doing now. I think that's pretty fast. Now, what I am going to do is follow up with my oral surgeon. I had an emergency call into him, but he hadn't called back yet. And there wasn't any pain, so I just thought I'd put it off till tomorrow, office hours. And so that's pretty fast.
Now, you've used the Source 3 technology, right?
Yeah. I have not, it's been a few years, and this just doesn't even compare to the Source 3. A bigger point with regard to Source 3, I was frightened to use it, or fearful to use it, because what I did is one big fear that I've had for, my gosh, 15, 20 years is manifestation. Because I'm real good at manifesting, and it comes along with some I gotchas. Like, take for instance a girlfriend. She'll be there with about everything that I want, and then there'll be an I gotcha. There'd be something that was just really, really far, really, really unacceptable to me. And I would say that, so for that reason, I stopped using the Source 3. And I'll say the biggest thing now, talking about it with the Source 4, after about 3 times using it, I became very, very comfortable with manifesting, with how to get what I want. It's like it went through that barrier. It took care of that issue that I had, resistance that I had to manifesting.
So,
That's the most amazing thing.
in, do you have an echo? Do you hear an
I'm
echo?
hearing silence.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Okay. So, in your experience, you have used other products in your life, I assume, to manifest different things, yeah?
Oh yeah.
How does the Source 4 technology stack up against anything you've ever used?
I would say I'm most comfortable of it at this point in my life. And 20 years ago, I was excellent at manifesting. I'm talking whatever I wanted, money, cars, whatever I wanted, I got it. And there'd always be some catch to it where there'd be some problems with it. And right now, Source 4, the Beta 3 that I used for a while, I felt the most comfortable with. And I feel the most comfortable right now. I feel it's the safest to use. Um, I put in the wording for the highest and best good of all concerned. A concern that I have is if I manifest that I could bring about some perhaps some quote unquote karma. It feels like that's all handled.
Nice.
That is the biggest, hugest, um, significant realization with Source 4, and that's huge for me.
Awesome. Awesome. Donna, Charles, thanks for jumping on such short notice. I appreciate that.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Donna, do we have any more questions? You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. You have to unmute. You're deaf now? Or you can't talk? All right. All right. I'll do Donna's job. Not that I'm. I want to thank everyone for joining the show tonight. First and foremost, Charles, you're a bomb. Thanks for coming on such short notice. Donna, you're amazing. Again, I'm just going to go over part of the confusion tonight. Okay, so Thursday night we are doing a workshop, old style. It's unlimited. We were going to take you through the membrane, and we're going to remove that old programming, teach you how to become an unlimited being in a loving world. If you just want that option, it's $97. We will post everything on Facebook tonight. The second part, there is no upgrade path to the Source 4. It's set at market price. Tonight we have a special that includes the software and the workshop for $297. We will post a link for that tonight. And then, of course, we have the Source 4 bundle, which is $958. I take over 30% off right out of the gate tonight. With tonight's show special, I'm giving you another 33% off, bringing the price to $397. That code, when you go to purchase the bundle, is the number 3, the number 3 off show, all one word, 33 off show. Folks, get it, because after tonight or after Thursday night, this software will not be on sale special anymore at any time in the near future. So again, get it while you can. Charles, thank you. Donna, thank you. And again, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Thank you. You're stuck on mute. Oh, we're still live. Can you, can you just, you can't do anything? Can you stop, can you go off the air? Oh, okay. So you can kill it now. Bye. Hard stop. Thanks everyone. Appreciate it.
Okay. And also tonight, until